Hi Virgo, this is Lada from Astrolada.com with your June 2017 horoscope for anyone who has their ascendant, sun or moon in Virgo. And those of you who want to learn and study because the sun and Mercury will be in Gemini for a big part in June, perfect time to learn new skills, new information, to really soak it up perfectly and understand it very well. Come and join me for my foundational course. I'll do two ones over 2 weeks. One is all about Gemini, the other one is all about Cancer. And if you missed all about Taurus, all about Aries webinars, you can find them on my website. And everyone who took this course said it's very well explained. Everyone who's taking it, we're starting from the building blocks, and I'm going in depth, and you'll know things that are nowhere out there on the internet. And those of you who want to understand the mystery of the degrees, I'm doing a webinar on the 4th of June with Nicola Stojanovic. If you miss it, you can buy it after that from the website. And we're going to speak about the degrees of murder, the degrees of wealth, the degrees of beauty, the degrees of happiness, the degrees of disease, all this theory, which is not anywhere else again, which will give you specific ways to read your horoscope, are also in this amazing webinar with Nicola Stojanovic. And now let's go into the June prediction 2017. Well, what is happening? Well, there is a strong accent on your career, on your social status. The sun is transiting there till the 20th, till the 22nd or something of June, which means there is a renewal starting almost from the end of May as well. A renewal. Whenever the sun transits somewhere, it gives you new life, new impetus, new ideas, because the sun rules creative intelligence, the inspiration from God above. So it does renew the themes of your career. So pay attention. Now in June, you have an opportunity maybe to start a new career project, maybe to get some new ideas how to progress your social status, to improve your position in society. Maybe you'll get an opportunity or ideas how to improve your relationship with authority figures, which is the 10th house cast, how to have better communications with them, because Mercury, the planet of communication, is there, and with the authority figure or father figure or some institutions of sort, and you have a better chance to communicate and to be able to be how do I say, productive there as well with such figures, and in your career overall, with the sun and Mercury in your 10th house. Another important thing that's happening, Virgo, is that Mars is entering Cancer, and it's going to be there till the middle of July. And Cancer for Virgos is the 11th house. And wherever Mars goes, we have to be always a bit cautious, especially Mars in Cancer can be quite emotionally reactive. And this is in your house of friendships and social networks. So just be careful that you don't, friends or people in your social environment that you communicate with, which is the 11th house, can be more prone to press your buttons, so to speak, or can be more emotionally reactive, because Mars is in Cancer, the emotional sign. And they can flare up suddenly, and you might wonder where did it come up from, because they've been keeping something within. Or you might react like that to your own friends. Sometimes we project the 11th house, so friends react like that to us, people from our environment, or we react to them like that as well, because this is our horoscope is happening in. So you might yourself feel a little bit like you've been bottling down feelings, and Mars enters into Cancer and you're bottling down, and then you just burst out emotionally. And you might be kind of passive aggressive towards such people. So just a warning, be careful in such situations, in social situations of any sort, because of Mars, they're triggering matters, triggering that house. But on the positive level, Mars energizes whatever house it enters. So you can be quite productive and initiative in taking actions with like-minded people, with colleagues, for example, with people in your social environment. Maybe if you go, say, on a some trip with friends, 11th house, which is in the sea, Cancer, to do surfing, Mars, physical activity. One way how it can play out, for example, just be active with friends of some sort, or else it can just be the other more less pleasant manifestation of Mars. 11th house also rules our goals and our gains, and the goals after we go long-term goals and the results that we receive from something that we've been working on for a long time. So the rewards, the gains from our effort, because our effort is the 10th house and the 11th house is the second from the 10th. Second is about money, getting something back. So it's not necessarily money, it can be recognition of some sort, and Mars can energize you to be more proactive in getting after your goals, in chasing your goals, and getting a step closer to your goals. And especially what can provoke you is some emotional outburst, or you might feel emotionally frustrated, Cancer, and because of that, it makes you push forward more towards some kind of recognition, so towards some kind of goal and gain. And what matters is the result, and what matters is that it will send you an impetus forward in regards to those matters, even if it does it in a little bit less pleasant way by over-exciting you in some way. Okay. Then we have also Venus is in its own sign the whole of June. And that's very good, actually, because when Venus is in its own sign, it tends to give the best, the best of the things Venus can give. And it's going to be in a sign that is supportive a lot of Virgos, because it's going to be in another earth sign in Taurus. So Venusian things should be more pleasant. You should be more lucky. And Venus is in your 9th house of luck. So you should be more lucky with matters of Venus, which is to do with pleasures, to do with matters of dating, of relationships as well. Things just should flow more easily there, with entertainment of sort as well. You can be more lucky in regards to matters of good food, pleasurable experiences of any sort, and with women as well, because Venus rules women. And Venus in the 9th house can indicate where you can get your pleasure from this month, where you can feel more supported by the universe as well. If you want to take a break and enjoy yourself or relax and feel the good fortune from the universe, you go to this 9th house. So activities of the 9th house will be strongly supported, which is traveling, for example, going to foreign countries, communicating with foreigners. You can receive some gift from foreigners, or some kind of good news, or some kind of positive experience with people. 9th house rules either foreigners or people that are not from our close environment, people that are from far away, might be from another state, people that are from a different social background than us, people from a different, hierarchical position of some sort as well, that we can benefit from. And 9th house is higher education. Matters of higher education are highly supported by this Venus most of June. So if you want to post some documents to, in regards to higher education, in regards to pre-qualifying, Venus can make those things become easier and smoother. Also, Venus can make relationships with teachers, with mentors, with father figures also more supportive, more pleasurable, more enjoyable as well. And also for travel, as I said. And 9th house also rules of, I just had it now in my head and I totally forgot it. I'm sorry that I forgot about that. But yeah, this 9th house is very supported by Venus for most of June. And also rules legal matters. So if you're having some legal matters, maybe, maybe the judge now can be more benefactory towards you, or more, things can happen with more ease. Or if you're having to arrange some legal documents of some sort to legalize something, again, this can be a good time for you Virgos. Or to study something, higher education, travel, getting to know foreign cultures as well. Learn, if you want to learn the higher perspective in matters in regards to relationship. Venus is relationships. This can be perfect time now. In the house of the higher knowledge, the higher mind, Venus is there, so helps you. Maybe if you read a book on relationships, or if you go and counsel, the 9th house is where our mentors and counselor and advisors are. Go, and if you need an advice, or if you've been having a repeating pattern in relationships that don't go well, or if you need some extra high knowledge and understanding, deeper understanding about, and the higher perspective to see the bigger picture and matters related to Venus. Venus is most usually relationships, in our life. Now seek out such advice. You'll receive very good such one, very practical, grounded one, because Venus is an earthy sign in the ninth house of counseling for you. Or you can have an insight, like a aha moment. You read something, you see something, or just something dawns on you that makes you understand your relationships from a higher perspective. Okay, let's see what else. Jupiter is turning direct as well, Virgos. Jupiter is turning direct in the sign of Libra, which is your second house. Sam and Jupiter was retrograde in the last few months, and from June gradually, it's almost staying on the same degree in June. But remember, when a planet just becomes stationary, it has a much bigger impact. So something very important, when it has much bigger impact, it makes a bigger imprint in our life. It's about to change direction. So the circumstances of matters regarding to finances and resources in your life are also starting to turn around. The wind is changing, and hopefully for the better, actually for the better, because Jupiter is starting to move direct, which means that you will not have so many surprises in regards to resources, assets, finances, and they start to stabilize gradually from June till October, while Jupiter is still in your second house from the sun of the ascendant. So some new opportunities will start coming after June, and gradually from June onwards to October in regards to resources, to money, to create more security in your life, more financial stability, which can impact you for the next 12 years, which can leave a mark in a positive way financially and for stability for the next, and your resources for the next 12 years. So if you've been trying to procure, to find some resources or some assets that you've been looking for a long time of something and you haven't been able to find it, it has to be tangible, material. Now you might find exactly the right deal, or the right, starting from June onwards to October, like your luck changes and opportunities start coming. Or if you've been working hard on some, because when a planet is retrograde, you have to work 3 times harder in order for it to give results, and it gives it results when it starts moving direct and when it moves direct. So if you've been working on some plan, on some job, on whatever that you were hoping that it will increase your resources, it will increase your stability materially in life, you'll start seeing the results after June, gradually from June onwards. So stay open for those opportunities. So this is my prediction for you guys. You see, nothing, we don't have, well, there's some difficult aspects here and there for a few days, but nothing dramatic, no eclipses, no retrograde planets messing up with our plans, no big, shocking experiences. I call this month a month of respite for all of the signs. And I think July is also like that. Till the next eclipse in August, which many Virgos might be affected, because many Virgos might have planets in Leo as well, because Leo is the sign next to you, and often, there are planets to the sign next to ours. But anyway, thank you so much. Come join me. Let's learn with me astrology foundational. We're on the second course, all about Taurus, then all about Gemini, and all about Cancer in June. Or learn everything about the degrees, the secret of the 30 zodiac degrees with Nicola Stojanovic. So thank you, and I'll see you next month.